Let me ask you something. Are you wondering if you're ready to love again? Here's the first sign after a breakup that you might be ready. Have you recently maybe felt a small spark lately and you immediately tried to shut it down? Today's topic, I'm no longer available for closing my heart out of fear. If you've experienced loss, breakup in the last year or two, and you're noticing something happening inside of you, like new feelings around people, this might land. Let me ask you something. Have you recently maybe felt a small spark lately and you immediately tried to shut it down? Don't judge yourself, just notice. After a breakup, many of us don't just grieve the person. We grieve the feeling of once being open, of letting love in without fear. So for a while, we close our hearts. And that makes sense because it protected us while things still hurt. But sometimes quietly, something shifts, and there's a part that most of us don't talk about. It's the moment your heart starts opening again. And it can feel terrifying, frightening, even more than the breakup itself. Because now you have something to lose again, or so you think. So the question becomes, are you protecting yourself or are you preventing yourself? Welcome to the 365-day Self-Trust Salve. If we haven't met before, I'm Jacqueline at 8 and 88, where we learn to reconnect with our true north. Okay, maybe you notice someone attractive again. Not in a I need this kind of way, but just a spark or a zing or a moment of really kind of noticing again. Immediately, for some, old thoughts creep in, like, nope, that's just lust, or this is a trap because no. All of them are just the same. They're all the same. Or no one will compare to my ex. Better just stop this feeling altogether. But what if that spark isn't danger? What if it's evidence that your heart is remembering that it can feel again? And you might think openness equals danger, but it doesn't have to. Sometimes openness looks like this. You notice someone attractive, and instead of shutting down or looking away, you allow a smile. You might even feel some gratitude. Thank you for existing. Thank you for beauty. Thank you for being so kind. Thank you for reminding me that I'm alive. There's no action required. There's no story needed. Just pause and notice them. Now, this isn't for someone who's just in the first couple weeks of breakup, because that time is meant to hurt. Grief needs to happen. Grief deserves space. But if you've had time and now you're starting to know these small signals of openness returning, that is your nervous system saying, I'm not totally numb anymore. Today's practice is simple. When you notice that spark, that little zing, that little warmth, pause and ask yourself, does this feel unsafe or just unfamiliar? Notice without judging. Don't suppress the feeling. Don't chase it either. Just notice and allow. Notice how your body is responding to that moment. Maybe see if that is a feeling of curiosity instead of fear. Allow some softness instead of armor. Because this is how self-trust rebuilds. You notice small shifts, like ice melting off of a spring flower bud. It's slow, it's safe, and it's natural. How about this? I'm no longer available for closing my heart out of fear. And remember, your body is your one lifelong companion. Smile as you look after it. Okay,